Hello and welcome to U-Report. It's that show where we talk about things that are important, of value and of interest to the young people of this country. My name is Marcus.
My name is Melissa.
On the show this week, we're talking about inspiration. We're sharing stories of young people who have risen above challenges, who've pursued their dreams, their passions, and their talents.
Yes, we are going to have 3 dynamic women on the show. They make up the group Zabu, and they're going to be telling us about how they came together, what they've done, and how they've maintained their talent amidst everything.
Yeah, and we're not only talking to Zabu, we have some other individuals that we talk to on the show, and they tell us their story of aspiring to become everything that they believe they can be. Take a look.
I've always loved fashion. I think I was artistic from when I was a young child. And I went through the whole process of not being sure about what I wanted to do. Went to the university, did IT, but at the end of it all, fashion is where my heart lied. And one time I was watching DWTV, and there was a gentleman that was talking about his story. He had also done, I think, so many degrees, but his passion was in fashion, and he started designing at the age of 56. And he didn't have any fashion background, he wasn't an artist or anything, he just loved clothes. It's just amazing what you can do with a piece of cloth, and that's what inspires me. You just get out from just some random cloth and you come up with such a beautiful outfit. I had made a bunch of clothes, and at the end of my course I decided to just have a fashion show for my friends and family, and I just invited people, and people actually loved the clothes, and a few of my friends bought the clothes, and that's how I got my first capital per se. From then I bought a sewing machine, and of course I started with selling my clothes to my family and my friends, and the word spread, and now there's Facebook where you just post a picture of something that you've done, and if someone loves it, they contact you and they call you. So that's how I built my customer base. And right now I'm branching into bridal clothes and traditional wear. So my client is anyone that loves fashion, anyone that loves to dress up. That's who my client is. Since I started, I've done about 4 fashion shows, and I see myself in the future going places. I see myself doing African Fashion Week. I see myself doing Paris Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week. I just see a big, bright future for myself. Whatever it is, if you like to draw, if you like to make clothes, just start by drawing sketches and looking at fashion magazines. Just start. I didn't have any capital, I didn't have a machine, I didn't even know how to sew, but I just decided to start, and then everything happened from then.
She wakes up every morning, feeling down, so sad, so blue. You came in so late last night, and where you were, she has no clue. No, 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 no. She works so hard trying to please you. You never show her gratitude. You're always pulling her down, putting her down, yeah.
Tell me, when was the last time you said I love you to her? Tell me what it takes to show her that she is your woman.
All she wants to be is an African woman. Hey, treat her right, you see that she is your woman. Hey, 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 won't you give her a chance and see all the beauty inside of she? Just treat her right, show her real love, and see the African woman.
Words don't come so easily to describe the African woman. She is so precious, more worthy than a ring. Oh, so incredible, totally phenomenal. That is what she is. Just treat her right. She is your queen. Yeah. Tell me, when was the last time you said I love you to her? Hey, tell me what it takes to show her that she is.
Every day, about 1,000 children are newly infected with HIV. Most of them are born in sub-Saharan Africa. In order to reach an AIDS-free generation, we must get to 0 new HIV infections. How do we get to 0? Test mothers and babies and give them the medicines they need. Treat and counsel those living with HIV and also focus on prevention. Let's get to 0.
Welcome to U-Report this week. The show is definitely going to be musically hot. In the studio with us today is Zabu. That is X-A-B-U. And
but I call them the divas, sexual chocolate.
I
Act
know.
like you know.
That is just amazing. Welcome to the show. Let's start with the introductions. Names, please. And I know there's a number of bachelors out there who'll be willing that I ask for phone numbers, but we'll keep it at names for now. So names, please. We'll start with you. What's your name?
Yes, my name's Tonya.
And what do you do for a living, Tonya?
I am a student.
Welcome to U-Report.
Thank you.
I'm Sandra.
And Sandra, what do you do for a living?
I'm a student.
Great. Welcome to U-Report.
Thank you.
Brenda, I'm a student.
Welcome to you.
I'm still trying to figure out how I can be a more central part of your lives. So when you're getting your Grammys, you thank God, your grandmother, and me. How do we need to talk after the show.
We need to talk.
Okay.
So, let's talk about how, okay, we'll get to the music bit later. But first of all, 1, 2, 3 students in the music industry. How do you guys make that happen?
Right.
Well, it is tough, I can tell you that, but this is our dream. Let me say, I don't know how I can explain it, but you know when you love something so much that you can take time off to do it as well as be in school? Yes.
Brenda, does that create a conflict for you? Your lecturer is saying, oh, now you haven't done your coursework on time, now, you know.
No, not really.
How about with your parents?
No, they really they support. Our parents support us.
Yeah, they
all
do.
all three of you?
Yes, all 3 of us.
And you're sure this support is not just so that they can
They can cash in.
Yeah, 10% on record sales.
No.
So first, tell us, how did you start? Where does Zabu come from? How did you meet? You're so talented.
We all used to, we used to do different adverts.
Okay.
At this studio. It's called First Love Studios. And there was a gentleman called Paul Kim who figured that he thought to himself, he was very, 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 very passionate about what he did. And he thought to himself, you have 3 girls and they have beautiful voices. So why don't we use that for a positive impact? Yeah. So he got us together and shared with us his dream, what he thought we could do. And at that time, we must say it was new, It was new. But all in due time, you know, when things are meant to be, they work out.
When was this?
How many years ago was this?
Around 2010.
About 2010.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so we've got to go to a break now. When we come back, we talk more about music and life with Zabu, and it's going to be great. Don't you go anywhere. You too can be a part of your report. We'll tell you how you do that when we get back.
My dad inspires me a lot because I remember when I think I was in primary school and he was retrenched indefinitely. That was, I think, 1998. But Dad was like, that is nothing. It doesn't put me down. Yes, I'm going to be retrenched, but I still am very able. I'm going to do something else. I'll take care of you people. He told me, even if you fall down very many times, just think about me and the God that we serve. Will definitely be up.
Barack Obama inspires me because he dared to become the first black president and actually the strongest president ever, and he has made it actually.
Who inspires me was the late Princess Diana, because she loved helping, giving a hand, and she would do everything. She would do everything to support orphans and support the world. She would take her life to do that.
I have lived my life as a scout since 1999. It's sad to say that someone who inspires me is a dead person. But as Lord Baden-Powell, that's the founder of the Scout movement, he was doing his things in a way that everything he did, he accompanied it with the spirit of the Lord. He would at least at one point say, I wish you Godspeed in your efforts. And I'm really inspired. I'm looking forward to become an apostle of scouting, maybe move in the countries that he did not reach to, so that we can start scouting because of its values and principles of life. Basically, I'm inspired by Lord Baden-Powell.
Unibrook started as university brokers. By then we didn't start as real estate agents and property managers. By then we started as a link to third-year students who were leaving hostel and they wanted to dispose of their items. You know, like some come from upcountry, others come from the neighboring countries like Kenya, Tanzania, and you find someone had accumulated like furniture, he could not go back with those things on a bus. What inspired me then, I just read a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And also I needed to survive by then, take care of my basic needs. So I looked around and I was like, what can I do? What can I start and how can I survive? And all I looked around is to offer service to the students. And that service which didn't need a lot of capital. So what I did, I had to partner up with some of the various colleagues of mine and various friends. By then we partnered up and came to a number of 7 students, and we were called university brokers.
We lacked an office, and therefore we started under a mango tree inside Makerere University Business School where we were studying from. And even that, we still had to pay the guild fee so that we could carry out our activities. It was quite hard to convince someone to give you 10,000 shillings so that you could show him or her a hostel, despite them knowing that there's a challenge of a hostel. So we are managing a 1-student hostel with a capacity of 530 students and 14 residential estates within and around Kampala. To my fellow youth and you reporters outside there, you don't have to wait up to finish campus, and after you've tarmacked all along Kampala streets looking for work, then you will start entrepreneurship. You should start entrepreneurship way below when you're in first year or second year. There are so many opportunities in campus. We've seen people selling pancakes, coffee, starting canteens up in the campus. We've seen some students doing car wash. If you have the idea, then you don't need capital. Capital will come.
The hardest thing in Africa is to start. But when you start and invest your confidence in the direction of your dreams, you meet with success unexpected in common hours.
Welcome back to U-Report. My name is Melissa, and today we have 3 beautifully talented ladies on the show. U-Reporters, if you want to get to know more about Zabu or you want to talk about Zabu, text JOIN to 8500. But please, don't ask for numbers and don't ask to become agents. They've got that already, okay?
That's already covered.
That's already covered, please.
Now let's come back to talking about music. Now, it's evident that the 3 of you are talented, and before we went to the break, you said that in the beginning, the 3 of you were doing music, different styles, different ways. Now, what is it that was driving your passion for music at the time?
Yes.
And we'll start with you, Brenda. Before the group formed, what drove your passion for music?
Well, before the group formed, personally, I used to dance. I used to dance in school, but my dad...
What kind of dance? The salsa?
Dancing, everything.
Okay.
But when I was young, when I was in P7, my dad took me for this show. It was called Supergirl. So when I went there, we went for auditions and there were like 500 people. And they chose me out of those 500 people and I was like, yeah, I can do this.
You were owning it, yeah?
And so you've been doing music since then?
Yeah.
Wow. So was this, you're doing music from then on to get the, wow, I'm the best, or I'm going to be rich one day, or I just love singing in the bathroom?
Yeah. I love singing. I'm going to be the best one day.
Oh.
Okay.
So I met these 3 girls and we are going to be the best.
Let's see what the other 2 have to say for themselves.
Okay. Well, when did I?
Yeah, your passion, before the group formed, what kept you singing? Why did you sing?
Why did I sing? I used to sing, well, I think it was the same situation. I used to sing when I was younger, but then I stopped singing, and then one day I started attending this school where one young lady came up to me and told me, oh my gosh, do you know what you have? And I told her, please, stop stressing. So
you told her, no, I don't know what I have.
I don't know. I didn't tell her. I don't know.
Well, but let's just say...
let me just say, I think I did.
Yeah, I think if I was a girl, you kind of like say, tell him. Stay with us. When we're back, we talk more with Zabu about their career, their hopes, their prospects, their dreams. And you two could tell us what you plan to do with your life by joining the U-Report Forum. Text the word join to 8500. That is join to 8500. It's absolutely free, applicable across all networks. And we'd love to hear from you because your voice matters. We'll be right back after this.
Yes.
When I finished school, I looked for what to do in town, and basically I zeroed in entering into establishing something of my own. That's how I came up with the idea of starting to sell second-hand stuff. The starting capital might have been somewhere below 200, and that was in downtown. But later on, I moved from downtown and I opened up a shop on Parkview. And after that, I opened up another shop again on Parkview, but it didn't kind of pick up well. Then I started here. I started with one room. I expanded to the second room. I acquired more space around. So that's how I ended up having a 4-in-1. I've always loved to establish something of my own. I've never believed in being employed anywhere. This is where my love was actually, establishing a second-hand ladies' boutique. At the moment, I'm able to meet all my bills. I have a car, I have a home, I can afford to put on the way I want, and I've been able to look after my relatives. The message I have to the young guys out there, they should be willing to endure uncomfortable situations in order to bring things back on track, other than running away when they meet challenges. And they should resist getting into tendencies of gambling. They shouldn't get inspired by those people who are flashy in town. They should go back on the ground, establish something of their own.
My role models is Honorable Melia Chambade, that is MP, Maokota North, that is in PG District, and at the same time she's the minister. It's only 1 year since we elected her, but at least she has brought change. She's helping orphans, and that is where my heart is. Another thing, she's really helping the youths. In one way or another, she's always putting their seminars, this and that. She has brought so many machines to the hospital to help the pregnant women.
My biggest role model is my brother. He inspired me because he's hardworking and he insists on his aim and objective. He doesn't give up.
Barack Obama inspires me because everything, even when I look at his speeches, it's like every time he talks sense, and he talks some things that build up and that can build up the world, not even the country, the whole world.
My role model is Janet Museveni, the first lady. You see that lady, she's taken to be in Kintu, but the good thing, she's not showing off. She's still ethical. She's a humble woman, too pious. Okay, that way she's behaving sincere. I admire her.
My name is Omara Daniel. I'm 18 years old. The people, when they see the lame person, they think it got nothing to do. You see me today sitting on a wheelchair, but I'm schooling also. I do like basketball. Playing basketball make me feel happy with my friends. The disabled people, don't sit down and think you are lame, you can't do anything. You can make the world shine.
Ntandika okukola ebifaananyi nga ndi mu primary ali ntandisa okusiiga ebifaananyi byange naye tugenda n'enkulaakulana egenda ejja mu nsi n'enkyusa n'eva kusiiga ebifaananyi n'enzira mu mirimu gino egisobola okukola ssente ng'okudesigninga enzijja z'abantu okukola ebintu bya meto amadinisa enzigi kugamba ekyansikiriza ennyo okusinga nali nkyagala kiri mu nze mwennyini siyinza gamba nti oba kiki bana kitandika ne sente sinaba kuzifaako nze natandikira mu decoration ate eyampa decoration nali tegwali mulimu gwange naye yasanga bye nali nkoze nga mbitadde awantu nangamba nti osobola okukola embaga yange nekidecoratinga bulungi ne mugamba nja kusobola nampa emitwalo 6 nengenda nengulako materials nentandika nengula ebimuli nenkola embaga nevaamu bulungi kati ku mbaga ey'okwennyini navaako nga nina omulimu gwa mitwalo 35 nentandika okukola embaga nentuka ku miliyoni 4 tetusaana kunyooma mirimu ate omuvubuka alina okutegeera nti okukola ku muvubuka nga yagala otandika ekintu ky'onooba bizinesi asooke yeetegeere nti ye yennyini nga tannaba kufuna ssente ye yennyini capital tewaliwo ebintu by'oyinza okukola nga teweetaaga wadde ssente 10 naye ng'amaanyi go g'ositula n'ogatwala ku mulimu n'otandikira ku ekyo kati nze natandika n'emitwalo 6 ng'oli gyampadde mutimbira embaga naye nakola embaga nga sifunako wadde n'10 naye amagoba gange gaali nti ku mbaga eyo lwe nakolawo navaawo n'omulimu gwa mitwalo 35 ate gwo nali nsobola okufunako emitwalo nga 10 nengenda nga ngaziwa kati omuntu tasanye kunyoma mulimu oli waayinza okuyita ku mulimu gwa ssente ntono naye nga tegulina kyojja ogufunamu ekirala ekinene nina 1.5 acres ez'ettaka kitegeeza nti ettaka lyokka okuba nga liri wano Kampala biliyoni ng'emu nga sinaba kubalako bintu birala biriko naye nga byonna byonna mbijje mu mitwalo 6 tukole nga tetunyoma mirimu ate ng'ofaayo okukola omulimu ogusinze ababadde bagukola buli w'okola ekyo mu mulimu buli mulimu gwonna gw'oba okoze gusobola okuwa ssente.
Let's go.
Okay, we are going. The next song we are going to sing is called "God's Love." Okay. And we hope, yeah, it touches a soul.
Or two.
Or two.
Or all of them.
All.
Every soul listening.
Yeah. Hakuna upendo kama lako, ulipokea dhambi zetu, you took our sins away, yeah. Uwezo na imani yako, yutuokoa kila mchana na kila usiku, yeah, yeah. So hard, can't explain it, so much overwhelming. Show me love. It's so high you can't get over it, so deep you can't get under it, so wide you can't get around it, so amazing you can't hide it. It's God's love, love, love. His love, love, love. It's God's love,